Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Fake Sex.
Ooh.
The ingredients are 1.5 ounces of white or aged rum, 1 ounce of guava juice, 1 ounce of orange juice freshly squeezed if you bougie, 1/2 ounce of lemon juice freshly squeezed, 1/3 ounce of simple syrup. Garnish is an orange slice and a candied cherry. So you're going to add the rum, the guava juice, the orange juice, the lemon juice, and simple syrup into a shaker with ice and shake until well chilled. Strain into a Collins glass filled with the fresh ice. Garnish with your orange slice and that candied cherry, and that's fake sex. That sounds good though.
It kind of does. Minus the orange juice.
And the candied cherry.
Oh, I love cherries.
I love real cherries though.
I love them all.
Oh, all the cherries.
Pop those cherries in my mouth.
You know, I ate a cherry today and it was shaped like a big old booty.
It was?
And oh my God, it was like 2 cherries stuck together and I was like, look at this booty. Like, and then I bit it.
What kind was it? Was it a regular like dark red cherry or was it the Rainier?
It was an organic dark red cherry from Whole Foods. That shit was $7.
Yeah.
When did God's fruit become so expensive? It's supposed to be free.
You better get you a cherry tree. I was eating some of those Rainier cherries. Girl, I love
Are those the light yellow ones?
Mm-hmm. I love them little light skinned cherries. They taste so damn good.
You know,
Ooh.
I can eat a bag of cherries in one sitting.
Me too, and then I'll be boo-booing.
Yeah.
It'll run. So if you constipated, tip.
And it's good for your bloodstream. Look, y'all better be eating cherries.
It's just not good for your wallet because that shit is high as fuck. Because those be like $8 a pound.
That is really rude.
It's so high, for real. Like, what? For a cherry? I'm not even going to get full off of this for real.
Oh, I'm going to be more hungry. And if I squirt the dark cherry juice on my rug, now I got to get a whole new rug. Blessed be the goddamn fruit. Fuck you.
Anyway, welcome back to Cocktails and Discussions,
Hey,
guys. What's been going on?
Kiki, I really want a new style. And I done had these braids for 5 years. And I want a new style. And I'm not knowing
faux
how.
locks. I think you'll be cute in those.
It takes too long. I can't do it. I feel like I'll have an asthma attack while they're doing my hair.
You're right. They do take
It just
a long
takes too long.
time.
And it's just so hard because it's like we're still in the summer. I'm natural. I sweat a lot like a linebacker. And so like I need to have like a hairstyle that's I'm still gonna be cute when I go out or if I work out. Like gone are the days when you want to be looking all crazy, even though I still be looking crazy. But I just want a new style. I don't know how to find my style. Should I shave my head?
I don't know. I thought about it the other day. I don't know what the fuck I was going through. I wasn't even drunk yet. But I was like, I really just want to cut all my hair off.
It's
Thank
hard
God.
being a black woman. Like when you have to,
It's work.
We have to literally plan our hairstyles around what we're gonna do.
The weather, activities.
I got a wedding to go to and I'm like, well, dang, okay, I want to make sure it's in Colorado. And I'm like, we're going to be dancing outside. Okay, I don't want my hair to get, but maybe I should keep the braids. And then I have an event next month and I'm like, but I want my hair to be out. I want to be able to do sex.
We want to have a photo shoot. We told each other back in April we're not going to have it till September because we both want our hair done right.
Yeah, and then you try to keep your hair healthy. Like it's like protective styles. Come on.
It's too much.
Yeah.
I just be wanting wigs and then I don't know how to put them on right.
I can't keep it on. I wear wigs and y'all, I'm going to be a whole meme.
Ooh, can't do that.
It's hard. When I wear wigs, I have to wear a hat.
Oh.
Hard out here.
It is. Sorry. I hope you find something. Maybe somebody will have a suggestion for you.
I hope so. Anybody
I
a
want a new style
stylist?
too.
Yeah, that's the type of sponsor we need. We need a styler sponsor. You style us. We wear it on the show, and you would get real feedback because somebody might be like, "Y'all look horrible."
Yeah, who did that?
Or they might be like, "Oh my gosh, you look so good. Where'd you get the new look from?" Well, speaking of hairstyles, I don't know how I'm going to wear my hair to Costa Rica in October. I'm going to Paradise and Vine.
Okay.
And y'all, we want men to sign up. We love you women.
Is it going to be a sex party this time?
Well, that would be nice. And,
You let me know. I might buy
deal's
a
on
ticket.
the table. They do have me as an ambassador. No, I'm just playing. You guys, men and women are welcome. Like, men can do yoga. All levels of yoga are welcome. I am not a huge yogi. I go to yoga class maybe like once every 2 weeks, sometimes twice a week if I'm free. So we want everybody to know that like everyone's welcome, and we would like some young, fine, fresh, sexy, tall men to come. I'm just playing. You could be ugly. Make sure you guys go to paradiseandvibe.com, sign up. There are payment plans. We're going to Costa Rica in October. Turn up.
Oh my God. Well, you let me know who signed up, girl. Do y'all make them put their Instagrams? Y'all need to add that to the registration form. Let's see the Instagrams. If they find, I'm going to come too.
They might need to add that. One thing they did add is how did you find out about us? And a lot of people found out through CockTales. And I want to say shout out to our listeners because y'all are besties. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, if you're listening to this episode, I wanted to remind you guys about our YouTube. We do have a new YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. Check us out on there. We have improved our look, so like go look at us. Some people have been commenting like, oh, I just discovered your YouTube and I've been listening for years. Bitch, how?
Where y'all be? Do y'all be listening?
I don't know. Maybe they skip over the beginning part.
Maybe they do that. Do you do
like,
that when you listen to shows? Do you skip the beginning?
No, I listen to it till the next thing plays. Like I listen all the way through. I listen to the ads. I be trying to remember where I heard an ad first so I can give them their credit on the things. I don't know. But then it's like maybe you're doing something so you just missed that little tidbit. Anyway, yeah, check that out. And then also check out our YouTubes. We've both been vlogging and we have different stuff on there. Right now, I think the most recent thing that you guys will see will be my travel vlogs from all over Texas and Louisiana. And who knows how much editing I'll get done before you hear this episode.
I've been going on dates by myself and with my nephew. And I've just decided that, we'll do a little Dates with Dean segment every now and again, and I can try things out and tell you how it is and what it looks like. Hopefully, maybe one day a man will join, but men be scared.
Yeah, they are, especially when the cameras come out, and then I automatically assume they're married or close to it. That's usually
why are you so scared? Them niggas be married.
Also, we have a Patreon Live coming up. So, is it today? No, it's not. It's going to be next week. When y'all hear this, it'll be the next week. So it's the last Thursday of the month, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
You guys remember to join our Patreon. It's a way to support creatives. So you'll be able to support the show in a financial way, which is always important. Thank you so much to each and every level. You get more intimate combos. Sometimes we name drop. Sometimes it's just me and Kiki kicking the shit. Maybe it'll be a skit. But you get more intimate combos from Kiki and Medina Monroe. So make sure you guys join.
Yes, please. Okay.
This is random.
Yeah. What is it?
I was thinking about this today because I was eating it, a vegan version. But do you have a weird, guilty, like food pleasure?
I don't know if I would call it weird, but I feel like most of my food pleasures are things I should feel
Something
guilty
that you
about.
eat and you don't want to eat. You don't want people to even see you buy it in the store. And you would never make it if someone is there looking at you.
No.
No? I just knew you. Okay, well, do you want to know what mine is?
Yeah, I do. Because I'm like, what's so weird that I wouldn't even want somebody to see me buy it?
Mine is Easy Mac. And I was in the grocery store and I really was craving some Easy Mac. And there was this man also trying to ask for my phone number. And I was right on the aisle and I was about to get it. And I was like, if this nigga see me grab this box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, he gonna be like, bitch, what? Do you need some help? And I don't. I just really love it. And I put a bunch of pepper on it and garlic salt and a dash of honey.
The fuck?
And I eat it alone. But my sister will watch me eat it, and my brother, and they like,
she won't
watch me eat it. But if I'm uncomfortable enough
by the second, you guys.
I'm comfortable eating it in front of her, but she'd be like, ew, that's nasty. She was like, you look like a little germy daycare kid. And I feel like one, but
what the fuck?
like with snot, and you know how kids be slurping this. That's how I feel when I eat it. But I just had to let you guys know that is my guilty food. But I love Kraft macaroni and cheese. Kraft macaroni. You know,
Medina.
It's their marketing. When we were kids, that's all we saw.
But what about your taste buds? Did they work when you tasted that cardboard?
I think it tastes good. I think it tastes good. Sometimes I put a little barbecue sauce on it. Can I make it for you one day?
Hell no, I'm not gonna eat it, girl. You and this mac and cheese, I don't want it.
Is that weird?
Yes, but you knew it was weird. That's why you put it on the thing. Everybody's looking at you like, who the fuck eats this?
I hope there's somebody
You put applesauce in your macaroni and cheese too sometimes?
Oh my gosh, yes. And when I did that as a child, my sister would always be like, ew, what's wrong with you? And I used to try to act like it fell in. I love it. And I put applesauce in my spaghetti. Is that weird?
Yes, that's weird.
I put applesauce in my spaghetti and a bunch of hot sauce, and I mix it all together really quick before anybody can see it.
Now, hot sauce, yes.
Maybe in my past life I was in prison. And I had no other option.
Or maybe you died when you were 3, because this is all very childish. I remember when I first met my youngest sister.
Make it for you, please.
With the applesauce?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with applesauce. No, I don't want none of that shit. I don't want none of that shit. You can make me something else. I would rather have vegan fucking chicken wings than to have what you just said. Applesauce and some Easy Mac.
Yeah, just one little scoop and some pepper.
That's why you put all that pepper in that drink last week. All that damn pepper. She's trying to have people choking. Like, do you want the people to survive and listen to the next episode?
But I do want you to know, I know the difference of, like, I would never go to, like, a Thanksgiving meal and like, bring Easy Mac.
That's your
I know
private
this is
meal.
in private. I won't let people see it. Nobody.
Woo! Okay, well, guilty pleasures. You know what I really like to do?
What?
I've said it a million times.
What?
I really like taking nudes. I really do. I enjoy it so much. Do you ever, like, okay, you go out of town a lot, right? When you go out of town, usually you're in a hotel or something, right?
Yeah.
If the shower is nice, does it just inspire you to, like, have a photo shoot? Or make a video? Oh,
I'll be wanting
I want to show you a picture.
Oh, wow. We have footage.
Y'all don't have no footage now. This is too hot for TV. They gonna take our YouTube channel down.
I wish I was like that, but I'd be like, is my phone gonna break? And then mine be all fuzzy.
You gotta wipe it off because it fogs up. I'll give you tips later. Maybe that could be a bonus episode. But I was just like, oh my God, this is a lovely shower. It has one of those rainfall things. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a nice shower.
Do you get your hair wet or do you have the shower cap on?
No, I get my hair wet. Okay. I be thinking it's mine. You know, I've been having this wavy weave in and I don't know how to act. So I just be in there like Pocahontas. Anyway, it had a shelf. Oh, I didn't pull it up yet. It had a little soap dish holder, so I propped my phone up with the stuff. Okay.
Were you by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was taking the pictures, so I wanted to send them out. I haven't sent the pictures out to anybody but my homegirls.
Oh, so you just keep them on deck?
Yeah, so I'll be ready to send them.
Stay ready so you don't got to get ready, bitch.
Okay, let me show you.
I am excited.
So I was taking them.
Oh, Kiki said what? OnlyFans who? Oh my goodness!
So I saved them and I want to send them out. So I do this. So sometimes, you know, like when you're texting a dude and the conversation is getting hot and heavy, or maybe you just want to send that instead of a dry ass good morning, how'd you sleep? That's some bullshit. Send them something to jack off to, right? That's what I like to do. So I decided I'm gonna send these to this man tomorrow morning to say good morning, because like a good morning text is boring. Who doesn't want to wake up to a nude? Like,
I think that you're right, and I feel you on that. Even though I don't be doing it, I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow in the name of you.
I made a video too. That's just too much. Just a little very whew. So, but yeah, I like to do that, and I just save them, and that's a guilty pleasure of mine. So sometimes when I meet somebody, and
do you have a time limit on when you'll send it? Like, what if you just met him yesterday? Would you send him that tomorrow?
Probably not.
Okay.
I mean, but if he was fine as fuck and we already had sex,
I mean, what? We grown.
Yeah, I do what I want. Okay, so it hasn't happened yet, but I'm not totally opposed to it.
I like that. Like, you know, do what men want, and men like bodies.
And if they don't respond, fuck him. Cause like, why would you not?
Yeah,
you just got a free nude. You didn't do shit. Hello.
Yeah, don't. And I hate if you do send somebody a nude and you respond hours later. Nigga, you better be in Africa. You better have been on a flight to Africa.
You have to go to AT&T and get a new phone.
Yeah,
because your shit broke. You dropped it in the toilet after you opened the picture, and you were so excited you dropped it. So you had to go get another one, and immediately you text me back. If I don't get a response, I'm gonna be mad and I'll block you. I'm gonna be embarrassed too and cry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad, and don't play with me.
Luckily, that hasn't happened.
Don't play with me. Play with your toys.
Now I'm second guessing it. Okay.
Taste, you guys. Taste, you guys.
Taste just like candy.
You see us post about Taste Vita all the time, and they're one of our favorite sponsors. They have a lot of options for you guys to choose from. I've been browsing their site.
Yeah, they have so many different things on there. It's more than just the vitamins. So make sure you guys head on over there to tastevita.com and check out. Is it tastevita.com or Taste Vita Inc?
Tastevitainc.com.
My bad. Tastevitainc.com. The link is in the description box, and use the code CockTales10. You'll get 10% off, and also sometimes they have different specials. We'll promote them on our Instagram, and still click the link that we have on our page and in the description boxes so that we get the credit for that too. Thank you.
Thanks. Get your taste. Be tasty.
Okay, be very tasty. It also just makes me feel really good when I'm having these photo shoots, when I take a little something. Sometimes I have the pills in there and they be like, "Ooh, what's that?
Oh, I always keep I stay strapped. Stop playing.
I started taking them, like you said, every day.
Yeah. And then you're like a little waterfall, a little mountain water bottle. Yeah. Something like that.
All right.
What? we got birthdays coming up. Kiki's birthday's coming up. My birthday's coming up.
I'm turning 52, y'all.
We got a lot of birthdays coming up. Oh, look at you. Golden girl. So I love that when I'm in the spirit of birthday giving and we have all these different sponsors. One of our new sponsors is Paint Your Life. And I keep saying, I want somebody to get me a painting for my birthday, or I would love to gift somebody a painting for your birthday. If you don't know what to get somebody special in your life, or hell, even if you just met them and you want to send them a nude, why don't you get them a nude portrait? Could you imagine?
Yes, and but with it, they can put it up in the room.
You get it for your husband, a man cave.
I don't have no damn husband.
I'm talking about the listeners. Our listeners be married.
They do. Y'all, somebody can figure something out.
These are great gifts to give people.
They really
so
are.
make sure you guys take note of that.
So at paintyourlife.com, there's absolutely no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. 20%. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word TALES, T-A-L-E-S, to 64,000. That's TALES to 64,000. Text TALES to 64,000. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most.
Yes. Celebrate them moments. Oh, I love birthdays.
Me too. I really want to buy somebody a nude painting of me now.
I think that would be, first of all, hilarious. And who has got a nude painting from somebody? Whether you know me or not, it's just like...
It's just going to be art. And so you could think you can bring another bitch in here.
Or you can still bring another bitch in here. You can just be like, this is art. Like, who would... Like, it's art.
And she might be available. You want me to call her? Let me stop playing. Stop. This is not a part of the ad. Please don't let me get in trouble. All right. You guys, let's move on to weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
All right, so as promised this week, I have another weird sex injury instead of just a flat out crime. We'll get back to the crime soon. So I don't know how small this man's dick was, but it was pretty fucking little, or his hands are huge as fuck because he was having some erectile dysfunction issues. Aww. He used his wedding band to put it on his dick, kind of like a cock ring. There are cock rings.
His fingers?
That's what I was wondering, or how small is his dick?
Jesus.
He might have had a micro penis. Either way, not trying to shame you. We're just confused. But he put his ring on there. And there are special rings, you guys. Cock rings exist. They're usually made of something soft, stretchy.
And vibrating.
Yeah, that too. This man used the ring after he saw it somewhere online, probably a site that was just playing, and it ended up getting stuck since it's made from metal rather than a more forgiving material. The wedding ring stopped the blood flow out of his penis, causing it to become swollen and borderline necrotic. But his team was able to eventually remove the ring using the doctor's team.
Oh.
The doctor's team was eventually able to remove the ring using a diamond-tipped saw blade to cut that bitch off. Y'all.
What happened? And I hope he was fucking his wife.
Go to dameproducts.com and get you a little cock ring. Come on now.
This could have,
Your wedding ring. But he had to be like, damn, my dick really is not fucking working and my wife is going to leave me. Let me put this ring on here because
let me make it swell up a little bit. You think he was trying to make it swell up?
That don't seem smart. I don't know. Because it's kind of like if you blow a balloon too much and then it pops. Like, I don't know.
That don't make no sense.
As small as I'm imagining this to be, he couldn't have been thinking about swelling. He had to just be thinking about getting it hard.
Sometimes I just wonder.
Get a dildo. If your dick don't work, that's all right too.
When people have these sex injuries, like it never crosses your mind that like I could die doing this, or if I end up in the hospital, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. I remember I had a friend one time
horny.
Tell me to have like my nigga take the pillowcase off of the pillow and put it around my neck and pull it while he's fucking me from the back. And when we started taking the pillowcase off, I was even drunk, and then I just saw it in my mind. I said, I am going to pass out, die, or have to be rushed to the ER. And I refuse to be rushed to the ER with my booty hole up in the air. And everybody's like, what happened? We got to call my mom. I tell my mom, my sister, everything. They're like, what were you doing? And I'm like, oh, this nigga was riding me like a fucking rodeo cow and put the towel around my neck and I choked and died. I would be so embarrassed.
Well, you're not gonna have to tell them if you die.
I would just be so mad. Everybody's like, what happened? You're gonna be sitting there like, I know what happened. They was trying to do some weird sex shit. Calm down.
They have tools for that you can purchase. Lots of other things that have been tested and are a lot more safe. Y'all, don't put no rings on your dicks, please. If it's not a cock ring that is meant for that, don't do it. We got to stop multi-purposing things.
We do.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. Anyway, that's it for weird sex. I'll have more weird stuff in the weeks to come, and we can get back to the show.
Oh, let's get back to the show, and let's talk about sometimes, people lie. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people
have a good lie every now and then.
Sometimes people fake the funk. Nicki Minaj is like, I don't want no frauds. I don't either, bitch. Who wants a fraud? Who openly wants a fraud?
Nobody.
And I always am shocked at the fact that I come on this show every week. Mm-hmm. I spread my booty hole open for strangers.
Yes.
And you.
Yeah.
And people listen to me, make a goddamn fool of myself. But you know what, Kiki?
Same.
I am here today to tell you that I fuck with these listeners because I want them to know we be going through the shit too.
We do.
So let me tell you
Y'all
what
know
happened.
my whole life is a fuck up. When it comes to love and sex.
I mean, I'm like, is this a joke? Like, am I just...
Is this the Truman Show, bitch? Is somebody controlling
Are
this
y'all
shit?
watching this and y'all like to see this? Because stop.
Who is running the show?
Please. And where the money at? Okay, so... I went to Alabama last week, and I wanted to talk about it on last week's episode, but I couldn't bring myself up to do it because I needed to just talk myself through it. Sometimes you have to openly tell yourself things in the mirror so you can hear how crazy they sound and then get through it, and then you can talk about it in public. So
Absolutely understand.
I went to Alabama, and I did have sexual relations with someone.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what you think, right? It's like, ooh, we're coming and we're doing all this, we're fucking. I was so excited because I hadn't had sex in a minute. We're fucking, and I know this person. I know his body like I know my body.
Okay.
Our vibes are normally connected. Our energy is so connected that I can tell when the nigga be lying. I don't need no proof. I know his body.
Mm-hmm. You can just feel it. That soul tie.
That soul tie. I'm riding his dick, right? And he's like, the motion is off. Everything's just off. And he put a condom on very fast. Like, normally he'll fuck me a little bit raw and then put the condom on. I thought that was weird. And niggas don't understand that women who pay attention to stuff, we pay attention to stuff. That was already like you fucking somebody. You just fucked somebody else and now you feel bad and that's why you put the condom on. Mm-hmm. And they'll make you feel crazy for saying something like that, for even thinking it, but it's the truth.
Why would you say that? We agree we would use them. Yeah, bitch, but you always put the tip in.
Yeah. Like sometimes the full, like, so I'm just like, whatever. Okay, so he's fucking me. He's like talking weird and like nothing was flowing. Our rhythm was just off.
That's another thing. When they be saying new shit, who the fuck taught you this?
Who taught you? And it didn't. It was.
Who taught you this?
What are you talking about?
Hell no.
I was like, bro, this is weird. In my mind, I'm like, when shit be weird and you're like, does he feel like this is weird? Or does he think that I like this? Mm-hmm. And we don't have bad sex, ever. I've been fucking with him for over a year. We don't have bad sex. Mm-hmm. And if someone's not going to come, we say it. Like, I'm tired or I don't know what's going on. So I turn him over and, not turn him over. We flip over and I'm on top of him and I start riding him. I'm like, okay, maybe my rhythm is off. Maybe it's me. Women like to blame themselves. Mm-mm. He starts moaning.
I be blaming these niggas.
He's like, oh, I'm about to come. I know he's lying instantly when I'm looking like, you don't come like this.
So when he's usually going to come, what does he do?
He makes this face and he goes like this. Like that. He does it 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. And he does it. It never fails. I've been fucking him over a year. He does it 3 times in a row. Sometimes it'll be a little spaced out. He ain't even do that. Y'all gotta go watch on YouTube to see the face I made. Mm-hmm. That's what he does. He grabs the sides of the bed. He didn't do any of that. And I was like, this is weird. So now
you're just saying shit now.
Yeah, and his eyes are just closed. And he doesn't even realize I'm riding him. I'm just looking at him like this. Because I know he's lying. I'm like,
you on the carousel.
He's like, oh, I can't. And I'm just looking at him like, okay.
You lying ass bitch.
So that's, okay. So then he came and I was like, he came. No, he didn't. I have never had a man fake an orgasm with me. You hear women do it all the time. I've even done it before, quite frankly. And I
have too.
Yeah, sometimes I fake it because I'm ready for the sex to be over. I don't like it, or it's just like I don't want you to feel bad.
Yeah.
Niggas don't really do that. At least I don't think they do. Let us know if you do. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to call his bluff right away because I didn't want him to grab the condom, throw it away, and then I had no proof. So we're laying in the bed. He's like, man, that was so good. It was just so acty. I get up. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I turn the lights on. He doesn't see me. I scoop up the condom. I go to the bathroom. I'm detective. I'm looking in there. I got my fingers in there. I am doing a
looking
whole
for evidence.
Girl, it's a pap
Where
smear.
is the DNA?
Because I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. I go back out. I'm holding it. I said, "Oh, what's up, Denzel? Little Din, Mr. Washington, this what we doing?" It wasn't. I couldn't even like ease into this, and we have like an adult conversation.
Because it was just too much of a lie.
It was too much of a lie, and you literally put on a whole screenplay. What are you doing? And he was like, "What?" You know when somebody's lying when all of a sudden you have every correct answer and response and outlined. Most of the time, I feel like when people be telling the truth, you're thrown off. Like, wait, what are you talking about? He already had answers. He's like, oh, I was tired, and he just already had all these responses to things that I wasn't even asking. I was like
it was rehearsed beforehand.
Like it was like you knew you were lying, so you already were rehearsing what you needed to say to make me feel better. I said, here's what we're not gonna do. Bitch, I started crying. This was a whole fucking Tyler Perry scene.
Ooh.
I was like, I can't believe that you just...
Did you do a Kimberly Elise cry?
It was a Kim Kardashian cry.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to hold it in because I did... You know when you don't want to look crazy? I knew I looked crazy. I first was talking. I was like, hey, what's up, Denzel? And I thought I was going to joke it out. And then he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you just fake came. And don't lie and say that you didn't because the evidence is right. Well, the evidence is not here. He was like, what are you talking about? There's cum in there. And I just looked at him and I held it. I wish I had a condom so I could show y'all like what I was doing. And then I'm sitting here scooping in the condom and I was like, are you fucking serious? Are you serious? I was like, yeah. Like, he's like, there's a little in there. We're sitting here. I was like, I'm not going to do this shit.
You're not looking in the condom for cum.
Bro, if there has never been anyone in your life that you could keep it 100 with, 100. I don't even say 100. I say 100. I said 100. I say you can keep it 100 with me, and you knew that from the jump when you started fucking with me. I tell you when I'm with somebody else. I tell you when I'm dating somebody else. You're fucking someone. Let's just like not even. There's nothing.
Let's not do this.
Yeah,
it's so unnecessary.
Let's just get to the point. You're fucking someone else. That's why you rushed and put the condom on because you feel bad, and you're like, I hope I don't give her nothing, and you better not have. And you're fucking someone else, and now you feel bad about it. I think you fucked someone like maybe a couple days before, and you feel bad about it when you really just should have said something, and it wouldn't be this bad. Because now my fucking feelings are hurt, bro. I was really sitting there just dangling the condom, like, bro, I threw it at him. Are you fucking serious?
So.
And Kiki, it just really had me over here thinking, like, wow, like niggas will really lie. You faked I've never had a grown-ass man fake an orgasm. And I told him that. I was like, you normally just say you're tired or you can't come or you can, whatever it is. We have sex like 8 times in one night.
And that sucks. But then it's like, I would rather you do that than have me fucking dig an imaginary cum out of a condom to prove my fucking point that you're
Bob
a fucking
the
liar.
Fucking builder. I'm digging. Then I just, sometimes you have to say things out loud. And I did this when he was laying in the bed. Because, bitch, I couldn't get over it. You know, sometimes you're just mad you can't get over it.
Yeah.
There's no getting
Can't
over it
let it
because you're
go.
not being honest. And I know everybody wants to believe in energy until it's like your situation. All of a sudden now it's like, no. I'm telling you, I feel the energy. I knew this shit was, he's like, that sounds dumb. But it didn't sound dumb when you were preaching to me last week about, energy connections and energy sources and
That's why we're so connected. Boy, shut the fuck
Shut up. And your energy is telling me that you're lying. I don't need any other proof. So I'm laying in the bed and he was like, I don't understand why you're so mad. I said, okay, well, let me talk it out loud to you. I just took a condom that you said you came in and I dug for cum and there was no sperm in it. Let me say it again. There was no sperm in it. And you're telling me that there is sperm in it. We're both looking at an empty condom.
I'm feeling it.
How crazy does that sound? Crazy, huh? And so you're lying about that. So what else are you lying about? What are you doing? And we already had the phone situation that I talked about 2 episodes ago. Y'all be thinking bitches don't pay attention. We're paying attention.
That.
And he was like, oh, now you're bringing all these things. Or you're acting like a detective, nigga, because I am.
I have to be because you won't just tell me. What the fuck?
Just say what it is, bro. Like, what? Come on. Like, I just think it's, quite frankly, it's rude and it was disrespectful. And girl, it was just a mess. We were laying in the bed. First of all, Alabama was popping last week because there was a whole bunch of tournaments going on. So we were in a queen size bed. So when we turned over, his little, the butt cheeks be touching. His butt cheeks were touching the tip of my butt cheeks. I kept flopping. I was so fucking pissed, Kiki, because I was really just sitting here like, well, I hope she was worth it because I'm fucking done.
Well,
kind of.
I'm about to say for real.
Like, we'll see, but
But you just upset right now. I mean, I get it.
It's
I totally
rude.
get it.
How would you feel if? And I asked him this also. Let me tell you how this makes me feel. It makes me feel like unattractive. I took my hand and put it in my pussy and put it in his nose. And I was like, does it stink? Tell me right now. Is there an odor? Do I have an odor and you're embarrassed to tell me? You don't have to be embarrassed.
Do I not smell it?
Yeah, do I not smell it? Let me know. I want to know. He's like, now you're tripping. Is my pussy loose? What's going on? Let me know what it is. Or you just want to fuck bitches.
Because you could say that too.
You could say it.
I don't know, girl. That's extremely frustrating, especially given like what you've already told me about how open you guys were supposed to be being with each other, like having that discussion beforehand. Sometimes I think some niggas just want to be fuck ups.
Yeah.
It's like, I wonder if he is trying to self-sabotage y'all's situation because
we've hit that year mark and it's like, whoa, this might be too serious.
Yeah, maybe like in the beginning he didn't know what it would be or didn't really think it would last this long, and then it did, and now he's nervous and fucking shit up.
And it's funny that you said that because that was another. I kept falling asleep and waking up with just saying other shit. Have you ever done that? Like, I was sitting there, I wake up. I was like,
and another thing.
You know what? I was like, I know what else it is. I was like, it's getting too relationship-y for you, and you feel some type of way. So I feel like you just were like, let me go do some fuck shit real quick. All right, nigga, and then I'll go back to sleep. And I'll be like, and let me tell you something else.
And now that I was thinking about it, I got some questions for you. Where were you on this day for real? Because you was acting different that day too.
And then I took the pillow, I smacked him upside his head. I was like, I feel like we gonna have to be done after this because it's just like
you got too crazy.
I was really crying. There was snot. When I was talking about the lip, I was like,
that's the worst. I hate when I let a nigga see me ugly cry. It's like, how do you come back from that? They already saw you at like a low point, and it's like, how can you even look at me and think I'm cute? Because the few times a nigga cried in my face, I was just like, I cannot take you serious. Like, I saw you fucking weeping.
I felt
because you fucked up, and now I'm looking at you like, I don't even want to say what I'm thinking. It's not
felt
nice.
so crazy. I felt so crazy, but rightfully so. It wasn't that crazy where I regret it. It was just a crazy where it was like, nigga, I gotta show you, I'm not playing. Like, be fucking honest. Like, be a real one.
Yeah.
It was just annoying. So the nigga faked the orgasm, and I'm just gonna rename him Denzel.
Yeah.
Because he didn't. I mean, it was
a convincing lie. Yeah. Had you not known him,
it was an Oscar-winning performance. That's why I was like, let me check the condom. Because had he not had the condom on, if he didn't have the condom on, I would have been like, let's go get the Plan B. And would you have let me?
Would you have let me? Would you have let these damn hormones?
Yeah, it's like, I really wonder what. I feel like he would have been like, let's go get it, knowing good and well you didn't even.
You know, he would let you. You know he would. But speaking of being honest, okay, so I'm pretty sure I talked about this a few years ago with this guy. So I had dated this guy many moons ago before CockTales, and then he resurfaced a few years ago. When he resurfaced, we were talking about why things didn't work out the first time, and we were just talking about where we were at this point in our lives. And he told me that while he is not a cheater and does not want to be a cheater, he does like lots of women. He wanted not an open relationship, but he wanted 2 girlfriends.
Okay.
So this is from that Vice letter from last week. That's who I was thinking of. And he told me, and he was like, I don't want you to be upset. Like, I'm not trying to offend you. I just want to let you know where I'm at with it. And I said, what the fuck do you mean 2 girlfriends? How that work? Who are you, Lou Will?
And you see how that worked out.
Yeah, somebody ended up with him and not the other. But he was like, no, I'm serious. And so I'm like, okay. We have talked to all these different people who are in these open relationships. Honestly, I only want a boyfriend a couple of days out of the week, really. Maybe I could share. So I'm like toying with the idea and thinking about it. And so I'm asking him, we had this conversation for like a week. Obviously, it didn't happen. Y'all ain't never heard about me having no boyfriend with no other girlfriend and shit. But, and I'll tell you why it ultimately didn't happen. But he was like, yeah, like, we'll all be together. We can all live together. I'll take care of you guys. It's starting to sound appealing now.
Okay, so there's not a main one and like no one takes precedence.
No, he wanted it to be like equal.
Okay. He
was like, there is another girl. I want you and I want her. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this. And who is this other bitch? I don't even know if I'm gonna like the girl. And you talking about we going on trips together. What if I don't fuck with this bitch? That's why it didn't work. I didn't think she was cute.
Oh.
Because I was going to try. I was going to give it a good fair run. I was like, this really might not be so bad. I honestly think I could be in a situation like that. Never done it, but I'm open to it. And I feel like somebody is trying to do that now. I will keep you guys posted.
Oh, and if you ever do get in a relationship like that, I'm going to get a paintyourlife.com.
With all 3 of us?
With all 3 of y'all. And it's going to be like so cute. I'm going to be like, hey, girls.
Here you go.
I know that I can't do it. We can have threesomes, but I don't think I could do
into a whole
I like those too, but y'all knew that already.
Relationship. And quite frankly, even the people that we've talked to that have done it, I don't fully believe that they're happy. I feel like people, they all end dramatically. And even when we had the lady on that was married and she has all them husbands, that shit was getting real weird. And I was like, there's no way everybody's happy and your kids are living a healthy lifestyle. It's weird.
Well, I don't know. I think it's probably really hard to find. Would I want that for the rest of my life? No. This is, again, me looking for some damn excitement in my boring ass life that the pattern done told me about. Oh, let me tell y'all what it said, because there was my nudes. There was another thing. It says, a part of you wants to lose yourself in a connection that transcends your ordinary senses, bringing something ecstatic and intense into your life. You may continually look for fulfillment outside yourself, fantasizing that someone will come along and save you from the monotony of life. That is literally what I be looking for in these relationships. Like, literally, the pattern read my life.
I need to re-download the pattern.
You do, because it's good. And now they have a lot more stuff. They also, when I opened the app today, they have a new dating feature, like a dating app feature. And so because it's like your horoscope and birth chart and stuff, I guess it's supposed to help. I need to check that out too. But yeah, I be looking for some excitement there. And I'm very non-committal. I got lots of issues in that department. But yeah, I'll let y'all know what happens. But I don't know. I'm wondering, like, how will I really feel? I really want to try it so I can honestly report back.
You can honestly report back, because I want to know.
Because I like threesomes. I don't get jealous in the threesomes. I think it's fun. It's exciting. I enjoy it. But a relationship is like...
Did he ever talk about like the details of it, as far as like if you were in a throuple, would he take care of everyone?
Yes, he did say that. That was part of the offer.
It's not something where we got to follow up and be like, hey, like rent's due. Hey,
no.
need that. We
he was like, we can live together or, not. It's up to you, but I'm going to take care of y'all. I got it. He does.
Because I will say, in a situation like that, regardless of if I need the help or not,
you got to pay. I'm sorry, this is not
You're not having two girlfriends and you dating us like we regular ass people. I need some type of incentive, and it's going to be money. So.
Yeah, he did say that, and he was like, I want to go to these places, and I want to take both of you. I'm like, this all sound real good, but I just... The bitch wasn't cute, so it didn't work out.
Tell him to get a cuter girl. Is he with her?
That's over and done with. This was years ago that this conversation happened, but I feel like he's trying to prep it up again. We'll see. My
thing is, I feel like if I did do it, let's say I just was like, okay, I could do it. I feel like naturally, as the humans that we are, someone's going to become the favorite. Someone's going to have the better connection. And if it's not me, I'm going to be mad. And I am going to be walking around stomping and eating whoever's food said not to eat. I'm eating your food.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're not good at juggling too and making us feel equal, that's going to be a problem.
You basically, I feel like you need to be a Leo. You need to be a Leo? Yeah. Yeah.
You think they're good at it?
They're liars.
Oh, well, yeah, they do.
Can be dating you and taking you to look at wedding rings and then be dating other people, and then you pop up and they're married to someone else. And they did such a great job of making you feel like you were the only one and they were in love. Only a Leo can do this.
Well, no, because them Libras be doing it too. Sorry, girl. But going back to lying, I wanted to ask you.
We can't keep it up that long, though. We gonna slip. Libra's gonna slip.
Well, whether they slip, fall, and break their leg or whatever, I wanted to ask you what the most outrageous lie is that somebody told you. But before I even ask you, let me tell you what the most outrageous lie was that somebody told me, was that shit wasn't working out with his baby mama. Meanwhile, he planned a whole fucking wedding and got married on my ass.
He was a Libra?
Mm-hmm.
He making us look bad.
Girl, I don't know if you know it, Medina, but they be calling y'all lying ass Libra.
I see it all the time on the Justin LeBoy, whatever his page. I see it all the time and I'll be like, that is so rude. Like, what? We're just trying to find the balance on the scales. Between
your girlfriend and your wife? What the fuck?
We're going to have an astrologer come and try to break this down one day, but until then...
We had one before. What'd she tell us? Probably that we was delusional. We didn't listen to that.
We didn't. We were like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Let me look at your ratings.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know do we have time to touch on this next topic that I wanted to talk about, or should we move on to Indecisive Diane?
Which one? This last one?
Oh, yeah, we got time for that. Okay. So I'm
Let's
going
do the
home.
last one. We'll save the other one.
I'm going home. I've been saying this, and by now I've probably got back from home, or I'm still in Texas. But I'm going home, say goodbye to my childhood house that my parents are selling, and it's a bittersweet moment because they got well over the asking price.
That's good.
Yes.
Money. money.
And the house sold really quick, and they're really excited. But all of our memories are there. I had my first heartache there, my first love there, almost lost my virginity there. The first time I spoke on the phone to a boy, it was in that house. Like, all of just my childhood memories are in that house. So we're all going home to have one last hoorah and spend time together, say goodbye to Gloucester Court. I told you about 6'8" Bay. I told all y'all about it, and I did a bonus episode about the girl that he left me for and how I talked to her. I found her on Instagram and talked to her on the phone and got the missing pieces of the puzzle to that side of the story that I needed. She lives in Dallas.
Okay.
Is it crazy that I want to hit her up and invite her either over to my parents' house or like to like a bar or a park and just talk to her in person and record it for bonus content?
Hell yeah, that's crazy, but do it. Okay, it's crazy as hell.
Because when we did speak on the phone, she said that she was willing to come to Atlanta and come to the studio. But I'm like, well, you really don't need all that. You don't need all that attention. Like, I can just set up my camera.
Relax,
we do a quick little, we do a quick little 15-minute convo, make it kind of dramatic, and we talk. But then I keep thinking about true crimes, and I'm like, okay, well, what if she's crazy?
You better go to the park.
Okay.
Somewhere in public. Don't invite her to your mom. Well, they leaving.
They leaving. That's what I was like, they leaving. Unless that bitch gonna pull up strapped already and just be like,
she probably isn't, but she probably wants to let it out too.
Okay.
And she might not have no platform to do it, so this could be a good release for her.
Okay. I think I might do it. I think I might do it.
This is going to be some good bonus content. I hope y'all are subscribed. Patreon.com/CockTales. Every Monday, new bonus content. But yeah, I do think it's crazy, but I hope that y'all can have the conversation. And I would be interested to hear what she has to say. Because we've all heard your side and how you felt about it. But like, what was he telling her? Like, how did she feel? How she found out the man was getting married and all that other stuff.
And always, so often girls don't ever get together on shit like that where it's like, the nigga left me for you. We never gonna come together and like break bread. Well, we still not gonna break bread. We just gonna talk. I just want to see what her skin looks like in real life. And I also want to let her know I talked very bad about her. And I want to apologize.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice of you.
Because you remember we started fighting on camera. We started fighting. She was like, bitch, I heard what you said on episode 127.
Wait, what?
If we started fighting, me and Shelby.
I thought you were saying that. Did have us to say, bitch, I missed that episode. Where was I, Dan? No. Oh yeah, that would be some juicy.
Crazy.
You might need to bring somebody else just to film so you can get a second angle.
You're right.
See if your sister or your brother can come. They'll be there, right?
Yeah.
They know how to work a camera.
You're right. That's what we're gonna do. So we'll see how it goes, guys. Pray for me.
Real good footage. Yeah, pray for great content. All right. So on that note, we are gonna go ahead and move on to Indecisive Diane, and when we get back from that, we will move on to advice and cocktails.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Diane, and let me tell you about this cute little date spot called Iberian Pig. Now I will say, if you like to eat a lot, don't go here because they have tapas and snacks, but you gotta get the lobster croquetas. They're amazing, and their cocktails are to die for. They have a location in Buckhead, and they also have one in Decatur, where it's greater. I went to the Buckhead location. Bye!
Okay, so we're back from Indecisive Diane, and it's time for the advice.
A lonely hamster.
Okay, you want to read yours or me read mine?
You read yours.
Okay, so yeah, a lonely hamster. See what this is about. Hi, Kiki and Medina. I'm a fairly new fan, but a big fan. Your podcast is so eye-opening and engaging. Also, shout out from New York. LOL. Anyways, let's get straight into it because I'm so lost right now and I need some help. So I'm a 21-year-old gay man stuck in a loop. Oh, Lord. Whenever I meet a new man that seems to like me, he is, or at least close to, everything that I've been searching for. It all just ends abruptly, and he turns out being someone with a passion for wasting my time. My most recent experience was with a guy from New Jersey who at first seemed like the one. We would text every day, talk every week, and even the first date was magical. He made me feel amazing and great despite the distance. I thought the feeling was mutual until one day that I went to visit him. It was going great, or so I thought. The day I left, we didn't talk at all. He didn't reply to any of my texts.
That's rude. That's rude.
I had to hide from everyone at work for a good half hour because I let my emotions get the best of me. I really thought it was over. Once he finally responded, he said that he needed his space and time to reevaluate and think about what happened when I was over there. He said that my sex drive was too high and he believed that I only wanted him so I could get off. I reassured him that I wanted much more than that, but he was adamant in not believing me till we hung out again. Unbeknownst to me, he was in a relationship before that. He was in relationships before that only used him for sex. If I would have known beforehand, I wouldn't have made him feel that way to prevent a reminder of previous hurt or trauma, but he wasn't having it. He said that was a red flag for him. Fast forward 2 weeks. We plan another night in at my house, but he cancels on me last minute due to some insurance issues with his car. Ooh. I was being understanding and said, okay, we can reschedule. Now that I look back, that could have been a legitimate reason, but also could have been a way of him saying he didn't want to see me. He later plans a weekend sleepover for us at his place, and I obviously agree. It has been a month since we have seen each other at this point, and this is where I start realizing and thinking of things. The entire week and a half before, he was not able to take the Saturday off. I don't know how his bosses are, but his reasons were always dodgy. Why invite me when you're going to be busy? That's when I realized that he rarely made any effort to see me weekends before in the first place. There was always an excuse. He would say that he misses me, wanted to see me, he really liked me, and then one day he just straight up told me that we are not going to work out. No explanation was given. He compared and relegated our 2-month long period to a simple date and movie. I preached dishonesty coming from him because why would you say that you wanted to see me and miss me, but then boom, ended out of nowhere? Those feelings were not real. He not once told me what made him uncomfortable. I firmly believe in honesty, openness, and communication. If something is bothering you, speak up. Please. Don't hide it and leave the other person guessing. Preach on, my brother. That was not the case with him, and I always had to fish for what bothered him. I thought I was self-sabotaging. To this day, he blocked me on everything we had. I blocked him too because I still have feelings. I blocked him with the hope of him texting or calling me. I just want to have at least one more conversation with him. Correct the issue at hand. I at least want to remain as friends, but I don't think that will happen. I miss him. He hasn't given me the chance to prove that I like him for him and will never hurt him intentionally. The help that I'm asking for is how do I get through to him? Or if not, how do I at least not feel like a hamster on a wheel and finally get off of this loop? I don't want to date anyone for the time being, but when I do I need to start dating older men because these young men keep breaking me? Sincerely, a tired hamster.
These old niggas ain't no different, honestly. It sucks when you got to start behaving a certain way to get somebody's attention. We all been there. I don't want to block you. I don't want to ignore. I actually do want to call you, but now I can't call you all day because you acting crazy. I think you just got to act like sometimes you have to act like you have standards and morals. And I'm not saying that you don't, but I'm just saying sometimes you have to act a little bit harder so that he knows he can play with you. And even if you know he can play with you, if you want to try to make it work, since y'all aren't really in a relationship, y'all are still in the talking phase, you got to start just acting like you don't need to see him and talk to him all the time and play the game, even though we all hate playing the game. Sometimes you got to play the game.
Yeah, sometimes you do. Or, you might not want to date anybody. You could try changing the age parameters. Some men just want to play. Maybe try the type of guy that you're going after. I kind of think it's a lost cause for this man. He is pushing you away in every way possible. Don't do that, because anytime I've taken somebody back into my life who was acting like this, I just use their ass. You don't want to get used.
You don't.
Like, he might feel like you're a sucker or something. Like,
he already knows what's up.
Yeah, I don't think you should go back. Jump off that hamster wheel, go find a snack, not too many snacks because we know what happens with that. And just, try something different, or just do some things for you. Do the things that you would want to do on a date by yourself, and just start dating yourself, doing those things. Eventually you might meet somebody with common interests who gonna want to fuck all the time too. Or
do that, and then sometimes you can do it by yourself, sometimes you do it with somebody that's finer than that nigga, and then go where he gonna be at and make him mad.
You in New York. I know it's some fine men out there.
Another thing I just wanted to point out that he put in here was when he said like he was at work and he had to cry. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like that, but there have been times when sometimes it'll be at work or somewhere else where they just have lobby music and they like are playing some Boys to Men or something, and you sad already, you gotta go and be like, oh my God,
I have locked my door on many occasions. I will lock my office and
you
just
can't hold it in. The tears are coming out. You be at work.
They be banging on the door. Call me. I'm having a moment.
Please. I just need to cry. Ooh, y'all know I was doing that with 6A Bay all day long. I wasn't even trying to hold it in. It wasn't even a sad song. It was
Sometimes
like,
you don't even be caring. You're just going to walk down the hall crying.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't care.
Key, what's wrong? I don't want to.
Or you just tell him, you're like, my niggas don't like me no
that's
more.
when it's real bad. When you really just let it out. Like, you don't care who hears it. I'm at the damn grocery store. How was your day? It was horrible.
I was in love. You don't like me no more. And then he used to eat Starburst. And it's just like, girl, I'm sad. And I be looking like, bitch, I did not really want to know.
I really don't care how your day was, bitch. Cash or credit.
Then put your mask back on. Shut up. I can't stand people. But yeah, don't go back to him because you're just going to be sad. Like I said to sis last week, you want to be hurt. You want to deal with the heartache now or later?
Because you already broken now.
Yeah.
You just going to keep being broken every other weekend.
Yeah, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl.
Guy.
Oh. He was gay. Hey, girl. Okay. Do we have time for another one or should we move on to cocktails?
Go ahead.
Cocktails?
No.
Oh.
Other advice.
Okay. So our next advice says no sex in a long-term lesbian relationship.
Break up with that bitch. She got a new wife.
Mm-hmm. Hey ladies, I'm a longtime listener and have wanted to write in but was so nervous because of my issue, but here we go. My name is Dean.
Oh.
I'm an Afro-Latina woman and my partner and I have been together for 2 years and closing in on 3. I'm putting it close because my contacts are getting crunchy and I can't see. We're both 26. We've been living together for almost 1 year now. She's a Leo and I'm a Libra. Ooh, this gonna end in heartache and stress. Since the beginning of our relationship, sex had been an issue. I thought this was something that would change over time when we eventually got our own place since we were both still living at home when we first started dating. So I wasn't getting it often and for a while we had to make do with what we had and that was fine. But sometimes the pent up sexual frustration gave me an attitude. I love sex and I like to try new things and being adventurous, spontaneous, and exciting. I felt like she never wanted to have sex or participate in anything sexual like making out, sexting, dirty talk, etc. We have talked about this so many times and I feel like nothing has ever changed. She says she loves me and wants to marry me, and I can see it in the way she looks at me, how she treats me, and how she listens and accepts me for me. Except for your sex. Don't get me wrong. I love that and I love her. She's exactly what I want in our relationship, connection, and other forms of intimacy on the whole are so strong, but our sexual intimacy is trash. She has a very low sex drive and I have a very high sex drive. She's mostly never in the mood and absolutely will not participate in anything sexual if either of us are on our period, which now eliminates 1 to 2 weeks out of the month if we aren't sick.
That's half the damn month.
And I don't know about you, but it's already so unsexy to have to plan sex around things. I'm usually turned down when I try and make advances. And before I can even ask or try and get her in the mood, I know I'll probably be turned down, which makes me feel insecure about asking in the first place. I feel like her reasoning for not wanting to have sex or not being in the mood is always changing. She's cheating or she has some going on with her vagina. There was one time for her reasoning was because my weight was painful when I'm on top. But that's what she tells me she likes and wants me to do. But if it's such an issue that it makes you not want to have sex with me anymore, then we need to work around that and do different positions. That way we can both enjoy it, right?
Right.
I don't want to have to ask if you're okay every 2 minutes while I'm on top of you or if you're uncomfortable. That shit ain't sexy. We can do something else. We have now been living together for almost a year and still nothing has changed. I can tell when she is not into the sex, which is most of the time. There's no passion, no dirty talk, no spanking. I have to ask for it and then I only get a half-ass smack. That's the worst. And she's just behind me, sighing and huffing and puffing like she'd rather be doing anything else but fucking me. I can understand not being in the mood or being tired sometimes and not wanting to do anything, but all the time, damn, every time, it sucks because I try to do what she says she likes and I want to be able to get her in the mood and excited to have sex with me and not have an attitude. Let me just have sex. Oh, not having the attitude of let me just have sex with her so she can stop asking and stop having an attitude. That just makes me worse and less desired. I feel so sexually frustrated and I feel like I have to suppress wanting to have sex with her, which I feel is a normal and basic thing to want out of a relationship. Honestly, we've had sex probably once or twice every 1 to 2 months and it's not even good. But I feel she thinks because she went through with it that she did a good job and I should be content. The most sexual action I get is from myself, masturbating most nights in secret in the living room, which isn't even a secret because she knows. I feel like I'm a good girlfriend. I do the basics of being an adult, like cooking, cleaning, and contributing to the household. I pay for shit. I give her validation in her career, bro, family, and appearance. I show her love and get her gifts just because. I read to her. I'm mad for her. I rub her goddamn feet. I do her goddamn hair. I check in with her and ask if there's
We were just talking
anything.
about that.
Oh my God. I asked her if there's anything she needs from me, and I spend so much quality time with her because those are things I want to do to show her I care and I love her. But I feel like I'm begging for this sexual intimacy from her, and I feel like she wishes I would just stop. It just seems like such a chore for her, and it makes me feel like I'm forcing her to have sex with me. Just last night, y'all know this is long, but I gotta finish it. Just last night, we had some whack-ass sex with no emotion, no feeling, no energy, no nothing, and it ended up turning me off. That I just stopped and as she immediately started getting ready for bed, she asked if I was going to go masturbate since she was going to bed. I was so turned off, I didn't even want to touch myself, and all I could think was why she was so okay and so comfortable with me doing it myself and masturbating alone. Like, she didn't even want to be there with me and make it sexy. I love her so much outside from our sex life and have told her before that this is the only thing that bothers me. But this has been a reoccurring issue from the beginning that seems to have no solution. I've even brought up going to therapy because that's something she feels positively about, and still nothing happened with that. I don't want to keep going through this year after year hoping it will get better. I hate feeling this way, but I can now understand why some people can cheat but still be in love with their partners. I have thought about an ethical, open relationship that's just sexual and has rules, but I don't want to fuck some other person I don't even care about. And I don't want to be alone masturbating all the time either. I want to fuck her. You know what I mean? Yes, girl. Mm-hmm. This all probably sounds so horrible, and part of me can't believe I've put up with this for so long, but it's hard to talk about because I just feel embarrassed that my partner doesn't want to have sex with me, and I just don't know what people would think if I were to break up with her because our sex life is so bad. I just don't know how to fix it, or even if she really cares to fix it, since I feel like I see no change on her side. I just feel really conflicted. What are both of your thoughts? How would you both feel if this were you? How would you both handle this situation? I'd appreciate any advice. P.S. I may struggle with insecurities at times, but I still know that I'm a sexy fat bitch. Thank you for all that you do, Dean. I felt, sis.
I feel you too. And fuck them people. Sometimes the people gonna talk about you if you cheat on your girlfriend. They might talk about you if you break up with her because she don't want to fuck you. But either way it goes, you're unhappy. And if she's unwilling to make any changes to make you happy, why are you the only person who got to make all these changes and be braiding hair and oiling scalps and shit?
You're paying for stuff. You're being used if you want to be. She maybe you weren't used the whole relationship, but right now I feel like she's trying to plan her way out, but she doesn't want to ruin her situation yet.
Yep.
And so she's going to stay with you and keep sucking you dry of all the things you're giving her. And girl, I'm telling you this from the other end. I was your girlfriend. And so she doesn't want to be with you anymore. When you go from like having sex to just stopping, there is someone else or the person's just not interested in you anymore and they don't know how to tell you, because she's probably also thinking, how can I not want to love on this woman who does treat me right? She's everything that I asked for, but I don't want to have sex with her. There's something she's not attracted to, and I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not no therapist, but it's not gonna change. I've been here before. When you lose sexual interest in someone and y'all not even married yet, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And she's not going to tell you until a year later when she wishes that she would have not left you.
Yeah.
So you got to end it and get your tears out. Listen to the Beyonce playlist that we made for CockTales. But sis, you got to let it go because you're just being used now. Stop doing that bitch's hair. Can you do my hair? You know I do a sew-in, so Mike Rowling, what you be doing?
My locks.
What kind of gifts you getting also? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, remember, guys, the email for advice, if you want some advice from us, is askcocktails@gmail.com. Maybe we'll read it on the show. Okay, so it's time for cocktails. Do you have one?
I don't have one. I feel like I shared my cocktail in the beginning. Like that was a cocktail. I just had to get it off my chest.
Yeah, that was some bullshit right there. I don't have one that I'm gonna share on here. Really wish you niggas would stop watching the show. You got to hear my cocktail on Patreon. It's patreon.com/cocktails. It'll be coming soon to you. because some shit has been happening, and I really need to share it with the
can't wait to
internet.
hear about it.
I gotta share it. So we're kind of out of time, so we can save these for next week. Sorry, you guys, but we had to get this advice out. Y'all, both of them really needed help.
They did. So I'm actually going to send them emails. Sometimes I respond emails when I'm like, sis, I really need to tell you something. You are better than this.
Outside of the show, like for real, just in case you skipped a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You need to know this right now. Okay, anyway, you can still keep sending us your cocktails though. Cocktails@atl@gmail.com. Again, Patreon is patreon.com/cocktails. Check out the description box for all of the promo codes and links for all of our mini sponsors that we so appreciate, and we love when you guys get the products and send us feedback on what you really think. Follow us on Instagram at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys,
goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.